All right, guys, we had a good week 13, and I'm looking to end things off on a good note here. We got 5 last-minute player props for today's games. We got the Steelers taking on Washington, and we got the Bills taking on the 49ers. And with these games right here, point totals are going to be hard for me to call. Winners, over-unders, and things like that, I don't know too much about that. So I'm looking at player trends. I'm looking at player props and just trying to see, who's going to do well. Looking at Washington, I know they're going to be running it a lot with Antonio Gibson, but just looking at Steelers box scores, how do opposing quarterbacks succeed, or where do they, move the ball? And it looks like they like to find their wideouts. It looks like tight ends and slot receivers don't get a lot of love against the Steelers. So this is a game right here where I'm going to take Cam Sims over 21.5 yards. I think he could do this in one play right here. I think there's just going to be increased targets for him and Terry McLaurin when, guys like Logan Thomas and Steven Sims are, just going to be playing different roles out there than catching the ball and running it. So that's a play I like right there. Next up, Logan Thomas under 25.5 receiving yards. All these tight ends against the Steelers, they're just not getting a lot of love. They're not getting targets. And I just don't see this as a Logan Thomas day. This will be more toward wide left, wide right here. That's just my idea. Next up, Alex Smith over 0.5 interceptions. I think I can count on one hand how many times the Steelers have not recorded an interception in a game this year. They're picking the ball off, it seems like, every single game. I want to say it's like two games that they haven't recorded a pick. Alex Smith has like 5 interceptions in his last 4 games. These interceptions are kind of hard to call. I realize that now, but I'm just kind of putting 2 and 2 together, and I definitely think he's good for one today. Next game I'm going to look at is the Bills and 49ers here, and this is just going to be more wide out love. Not a lot of slot receiving, not a lot of tight ends going on here. So my next play, Deebo Samuel over 50.5 receiving yards. When I'm looking at quarterbacks who are playing against the Bills, they're finding a lot more success throwing the ball wide left or right than they are throwing it to a tight end or a slot receiver. And I'm going to say the same thing about the Bills in a second. But, I want to say in Deebo Samuel's last 3 games, he's definitely gotten over 50.5 yards. And in his last game last week, he had like 133 receiving yards or something. It was freaking crazy. So he can get half that and still cash for us today. I definitely like that play. And my 5th and final play for the day, Cole Beasley under 4.5 receptions. This seems kind of crazy, I know, but hear me out. When John Brown is not on the field, this Bills passing offense is just a little bit different. When I'm looking at box scores against the 49ers right here, something ESPN might tell you that Cole Beasley has the best wide receiver cornerback matchup against the 49ers. But when I'm looking at 49ers game logs the last however many weeks, it's these wideouts that are getting love. And not only that, but slot receivers don't even get targeted a lot. So Cole Beasley could have a huge day in yardage, but I think he's good for 4 or less receptions in this game right here. So Cole Beasley under 4.5 receptions. That's my 5th and final play. And if you want to get more plays from me and stuff like that, follow me on Twitter. Link in the description. I went 5 for 5 with my Sunday picks, and I wish I would have made a Sunday video, but having a lot of fun with these NFL bets right here. So good luck to anybody tailing, and thanks for watching, y'all. Peace out.